Welcome back to Broken Electronics. I'm Lee and it's great to be with you. Well, I took several deliveries today, but there's one in particular that I'd like to highlight for you. I got this. Yeah, this is another iBook G3 Clamshell in the tangerine color, the first version of the clamshell. Now, the reason I did this was, at least according to the advertisement, a non-working laptop. Now, he said in the ad, as I recall, that a while back he had upgraded the hard drive and the RAM, although he didn't remember how much he'd upgraded them, but he remembered upgrading them. He also at that time upgraded the operating system. Now, and this was some years ago. Now it doesn't start. It doesn't work. That's what he said. Just doesn't work. Now that tells me it must have worked at the point that he did the upgrades, because if he upgraded the operating system, he must have installed it after the hardware upgrades. At least one would imagine. So my hope is that the display is working. Now we can look at this. The top of the display here, there's a little crack up here. The stem of the apple, which many people call the leaf of the apple, is also missing. And in this case, it really is missing. And that's unfortunate, but by and large, that scuffing that was on the one that's not working doesn't appear to be there. We can take a look. Okay, well, this is kind of too bad. I don't know how well you're going to see this. If we hold it right up there. Yeah, you can see there's some scratching right around the Apple logo on the bezel, but the screen itself appears to be in good shape. Well, so my intention is to take this display off this machine and transplant it onto the other machine in hopes that that machine, which seems to be working other than the display, will in fact work. At least, as I say, that's the plan. So I hope you find that interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And if so, please stay tuned. All right. Well, just to be sure, I've certainly in the past bought machines for parts only to discover that they actually worked with a relative minimum of tinkering to get them to go. I have no idea if that's going to be the case here, but since the seller had done upgrades on it, he must have known something. But I thought it would be prudent. Let's at first see what happens when we hit the power button. He did very kindly include the power adapter. So, oops. Huh. Chimes. Display works. Oh my God. There's an apple. So it's booting into OS 10. Huh. I very honestly was not expecting this at all. Okay, this is gonna be either Jaguar or Panther. Looking down at the dock, yeah, well, yeah, the iBook clamshells have one idiosyncrasy. There is no PRAM battery. PRAM is kept by the actual main battery on the back of it, which is, of course, dead. Well, I spent too much time on modern laptops. Okay. Yeah, Safari. Okay, so this has got to be Panther, since Safari didn't exist prior to Panther. About this Mac, huh? You know, gosh, I thought it might be working, but I thought I would have to like do something to it other than plug it in and push the power button. Oh, I'll be darned. Okay, 320 megabytes of RAM. So yeah, he would have put a 256 gig stick in there, plus the onboard memory. All right. Well, more info. Get system profiler up. Nothing new here. Memory, although we basically already figured that out. Yeah, 256 megabytes in DIMM 1. DIMM 0 is the built-in 64 megabytes, which cannot be upgraded. Oh, now that's interesting. All right. Airport card. No information found. So there is no airport card. No big deal. Since the airport cards are probably, I say, not going to do much of anything. All right. ATA. See what we've got. Okay, this is the hard drive, untitled. It's a Hitachi drive. 30 gig drive, which is a definite upgrade over the minuscule drive that these things shipped with. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. His name is up there. So, yeah, I guess he wouldn't have wiped the machine because he was unable to get it to start. Oh, I really don't know. Oh, he's got Office installed. You know, before I, well, okay, let's open up the contents of the drive. Oops. Dummy. All right. Applications. Okay, you know, I want to do a couple of things. One, maybe go through it a little bit just to see what kind of data is on there. Assuming the CD drive is working, and it showed up in System Profiler, we can always reinstall if we need to. But I want to take a look just to see if I can find anything. I also want to go back and look at the eBay listing on this thing just to see. Look, I'm going to do those things off camera, so please stay tuned. Okay, clearly the graphics card is struggling with the flurry screensaver. I've seen it worse. I didn't check out how much or how little video RAM there may be on that. Anyhow, let me read the listing for you. Apple G3 Clamshell, condition is used, see photos. Condition is for parts are not working. Oh, all right. Now, that's just eBay talking. Now, what the seller wrote. Currently not working. Played with it a few years ago and put in a larger hard drive and memory, don't remember sizes, and upgraded OS. Does not turn on now, so selling for parts, including power supply. And it is true going back over the pictures. I mean, there's no picture, of course, of it working. So, yeah. How about that? Okay. All right. Now, I did, sorry, I keep hitting the tripod. I did go through the folders a little bit just to see the documents. There's this of course is just system documents. To look at the documents in the user folder, the only thing that's in there, well, we can take a look at that. Yeah, the only thing in there is the Microsoft user data, which is only what's there. I mean, it's not any personal data. That's just what Microsoft saves when you set it up. And in applications, the only applications that appear to be here other than Office, it's Office 2004, Microsoft Auto Update. There is a Rosewill USB wireless utility and Awake Rose will UI, which makes one think that there was a third-party USB, USB wireless. I mean, it says so right there, USB wireless utility, that was connected in lieu of the airport card, which, yeah, makes some sense. I've looked through everything else. There's no movies saved, no music, no pictures. So it seems as though he basically put Panther on the machine and did the updates to bring it up to 10.3.9 and then installed the Office suite, Office 2004, may have had the USB utility even before he did his upgrades. But why was he saying that that was not working? Now, I'm going to restart it and stop it, restart it a number of times just to make sure something doesn't come up. But, I mean, if this is real, I hate when docs do this. Let me see, just for the heck of it here, in accounts. It isn't locked. So one wonders. I suppose it depends. Yeah, if I set up another account and try under my name, because that's sort of where I would go. Another account, do it in my name, then just delete the Joe's old account that would leave Word on. I mean, I can get Word and put it on. That wouldn't be a problem. But I can try to do that, but I think what's going to happen if I do, when I try to make that new account an administrator, it's going to ask for the password. So if it's password locked, that'll be more of a problem. Not an insurmountable problem regardless. Well, I don't know. This changes things. I paid $100 for this as a parts machine, which I thought was kind of an overpay, but I really, really, really wanted to get that display in order to get the other machine up and running. However, for a working clamshell, these things go for an awful lot. I suppose just because of the iconic shape and the colors and all that, but these things go for way more than even, say, a PowerBook of the same era, which is a much more powerful computer, and more upgradable, I might add. I really, I don't know what to say. Now, here are the options. I could continue the search for another display, or I'm thinking it's probably just the backlight cable, also known as the inverter cable, that I don't have, or that isn't working. The display is likely working fine. Now, it would be a pain, but if I can get another inverter cable, and then conceivably have both machines up and running, wouldn't that be a trip? So I'll think about that. In the short run, I can transfer the RAM that I put in the other machine and that airport card into this one. You can do that pretty easily, actually, without disassembling the machine. At least not disassembling it completely. So I'll probably do that at least until such time as I get the other one done. And, heck, if magically that airport card actually works if I get both of them working, I can get more RAM for the other one. I can get another airport card for it. Although I'm not thinking it's actually going to be able to connect to the internet. Now, if I can't get the other iBook working again, there is the possibility of disassembling the two of them, taking the hard drive, not hard drive, the SSD out of the other machine, which I'd already put in, putting it into this one. It'll be a lot of work, but I could do that. And then this will have the SSD, which was a 60 gig SSD, as opposed to the 30 gig hard drive that's in here. Now, it would be a while before I did such a thing, because I want to be certain that I can't get the two of them up and running. But still, I wonder, chime in with your thoughts. What would you do if you were in this situation, assuming that the other iBook can't be made to show a display again? I almost wonder if I should leave well enough alone, or should I take a chance on ending up with two non-working iBooks in the effort to put that SSD in? Let me know what you think. It's going to be quite a while before I get to that point. But yeah, working iBook here. Well, that's pretty amazing. In any event, be good to other people. Be good to yourselves. Take very, very good and careful care in these very difficult and dangerous times. We'll be back with you while you're staying at home, I hope, with more videos soon. Well, this has been Broken Electronics.